Yeah, so I know we spoke earlier on and we saw Rihanna's baby online the other day, right?
Yeah.
There's like pictures and I saw a video of him as well.
Mm.
And yeah, you said that you noticed some people like having some kind of comments towards
Yeah.
the baby.
First of all, I want to say the baby is so cute. She's beautiful. I mean, he's beautiful. If I made a mistake, pardon me. But people should mind their own business. This is a child who has know nothing about what's going on. Do you get me?
Yeah.
And for people to really start to determine how your baby should look like because you're a superstar is
Hmm.
insane. It's disgusting. Even talking about it, I just kind of imagine it in my head. Someone telling me, oh, man, your child should be looking like this, your child should be looking like this. I dare you, you know. I feel really bad for Rihanna, and I also feel bad for your mom. What's his name? I can't kind of figure his name off my head there, But for me, it is disgusting that people have nothing to think about. They can't even talk about something different. It's all about how a celebrity child should look like.
Yeah,
Eh,
yeah, I agree. I didn't see like any comments or like what people are saying like on the video that I watched, but when you mentioned to me last time and I was just thinking about it, like how sad it is. Like, yeah, first of all, it is like, yeah, it's a baby. Like all babies are amazing, you know? And I can't imagine like people putting out there online saying that your baby is not beautiful or not cute or just saying anything negative, like when as parents, like you feel like you worked your magic, you brought a life into the world, like of course it's beautiful. Yeah, I
It's
do
painful
find it
though. It's
disgusting. Yeah.
absolutely really, really painful. I don't know how people go to bed at night and sleep and be able to turn around the next day and say all sorts of kind of like, really nasty word about someone's child.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel like even if you think that, it's the baby is not cute, not to your liking, but you don't have to say anything. Just keep it to yourself and move on.
All I know,
Why put it out there?
all I
Like that's so
know,
sad.
in the eyes of God as a human, everybody is beautiful.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter if you have full legs or half legs, or you have one eye, you don't have your full eye.
Doesn't matter what you
It
look
doesn't
like.
matter how you look like, right? As human, we're all beautiful.
Yeah, just the way we're
Yeah.
created is just
So
amazing.
doesn't mean if someone's child or someone's daughter or someone's son is cute or she's beautiful or whatever way you want to describe it based on how we kind of
Mm.
describe human look, it has no meaning to nothing.
Yeah.
Someone have a baby, congratulate them, appreciate them. That's a new life that will become the next generation.
Yeah.
But when people's I
Are
don't
so quick to judge and on looks for that matter, and a baby, an innocent baby like that has done nothing, that just came into the world and knows of nothing,
hmm,
like, and they're judging on the looks.
it's unbelievable. But there's one thing I really love that Rihanna came back, is just the way she didn't just hold back. She just come back and trash back, and those people
Oh, did
criticize it.
she?
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, she definitely did
Yeah.
came back, which is amazing, And I think people should be speaking up, even though you're a celebrity, you put your family out there. I think too much of silence, I think is bad, and it makes things like that kind of carry on for a long
Mm.
for a long time. I also believe that it's sad that when a child like that grow up, get to know that this is what was talked about him.
Yeah, because these things on the internet, they're gonna be there the whole time.
Yeah.
So eventually, he could come across those things and imagine how hurtful that would be.
hmm So for me,
Yeah, to look
it's
back at
it's,
it.
it's good. I'm happy that ASAP. I think he actually talked about it as Rihanna's husband or boyfriend. I don't really know which way that's playing out, but whichever way, they both have family and all that. So I'm so happy Rihanna came back and really kind of spoke out. and I believe all the parents should be doing the same.
Mm.
Either if you're adult or you're a child, whatever. And you remember this, right? Some kids could be going through this in a school, because people would like, oh, you're not looking good, you can't be my friends and stuff like that. All this
Mm.
kind of thing do occur in schools.
Yeah.
So I think most of these people will be writing things like this will be more adult.
Yeah, but I wonder if the people that are writing things like that are they parents themselves? Because that would be more shocking to me if they have their own kids and they feel it's okay to go ahead and say things like that about someone else's baby.
Yeah, they're right. Yeah, this could be happening anyway, but I don't know. It could be some parents.
Mm.
It could be some it could be some single people who have no family or just coming up.
Yeah,
You know.
because I think for parents, if it's a person and they have kids of their own, like they should know how precious their child is. They should know that you can't compare your baby to anyone that, no matter what it looks like from the minute you see the baby, you
Hmm.
just like, it's so precious, it's
That's
so
love.
beautiful. So
Absolutely.
they should know if they have kids of their own, they should know how that feels. So that's why I feel like it's more shocking
Yeah.
if these are parents
Crazy
that
though.
are saying things like that about this beautiful, beautiful baby.
Crazy though. Crazy though. But people out there, look, sometimes when we come on this podcast, there are some things that are very, very important to our everyday lives, that we will talk on this show. So if you're listening out there, make sure you pass the message. There's no hate, there's no discrimination, there's no negative talk, and you cannot be saying things, especially to kids, a child who has no clue of what the word is.
Yeah, it's true.
That's really hurtful. So, Rihanna, thumbs up for you. And to all those who are fighting against people who like to criticize people, and look, get the hell out of here. We don't need your talk. Anyway, more on the show. How you doing? Thank you so much for listening. It's the podcast next door, as always. You know what time it is, y'all. I got a big question for you. See if you can answer this for me, right?
Okay, go ahead.
Let's do it. All right. My next question for you on the show today is: can love exist without money in a relationship? Boom. Can
Well, I
love
believe yes.
exist? Yeah, go on.
Yeah, I believe it can exist and it does exist.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course it does.
So, do you agree to be in a relationship without money? You'll be fine with that, yeah?
Yeah, because I've never gone for any man because of his money.
Yeah.
When I meet someone that may be the last thing I can ask them, like I'm not it's not what I'm interested in. Though I know we need money to live and to survive,
Yeah.
but love
Yeah.
is will prevail everything and anything.
Yeah, yeah. But though you did make some point there, but my point I'm looking at for is that yeah, money might not be the thing that makes you go in there, but when the money is not flowing some way somehow, don't you think that could affect the relationship?
I think it can bring kind of maybe some stress or something, like, um, like in the case of a couple living together, maybe. Is that what you mean?
It could be like living together, even though you're
Yeah,
not living
cause like,
together, or you're kind of staying apart. Things
cause
like that.
I'm just thinking like, okay, if you're living together and then you have bills to pay and to catch up with stuff, and maybe you don't have too much money to do like things that together, to go out together and stuff like that. I think it may bring a little bit of stress, but it just depends how you see. Like, you can still go out and do things
Hmm.
for free, and that will bring you guys closer and stuff. Like, you don't need money for that. But I understand, like, when it comes to paying bills, maybe stress will kind of overwork you. But no, I feel like if two people love each other, they can conquer these things and these issues, situations together as a team, instead of like, making it harder for each other.
I, t- I will agree to you to a certain point, but I will not totally agree with you with everything because I still believe that one way or the other, money needs to be coming from somewhere in order to spice the relationship.
So you believe that you need money for love to exist there in the
It's
relationship?
it's not just the love, it's just that when the boat are broke to a certain extent, there's a possibility that that love um that love side is gonna be we say probably less than what it's supposed to be. So if we say maybe 95%, for example, that's where you guys are because things are really going well. But because things kind of turn the other way around, you're not seeing 95%. You're seeing maybe around 40. Even more bad would be maybe around 30. So tell me, how would the love be there? It's not like you mentioned, that it's not about money, but because the money is there, there's some certain things that this money kind of covered that makes things really hobbies, spice and all this kind of crazy stuff. Not necessarily that he has to pay the bills all the time or stuff like that, but whenever you guys need it or whenever he or she needs it, it's there, if you get me. So my point is that if there's no money in a relationship, I don't see where how much that love is. Not especially when you get into the adult age. Money is really power in the relationship. That's my view, though.
Okay. I feel like, yeah, okay, money can have some kind of power in the relationship, but I don't think it has anything got to do with love. Because love is a feeling, it's an emotion, it's an attachment to the person, towards the person, not towards money.
When you're broke, that's my point, though. Like for example, if a dude is broke to the extent that you're talking about love, it doesn't sink in. That's for fact. That's for fact. If a dude is broke and you're talking about love, it doesn't sink in because he tell you, man, I need this cash in order for me to do certain things. For example, sometimes we might want to kind of clean up. We have clothes and stuff like that. You want to go shop and get some new shoes or new sneakers or something like that. New top. And you know yourself, anytime you wear something new, brand new, and you go out, you feel the moment. Do you get me? So it's the same thing as in love as well. If things are going the other way around, I know, yeah, everybody would say we're trying and trying to make things happen. But if we are not cashing up even halfway there, I can guarantee you, girl, the love will just go through the window straight up. And that's just the absolute truth.
Yeah, no, I don't feel like that at all. I mean, because you can question then, like, what about the countries that, are really poor and people are really poor, but yet they have strong family units, there's a relationship, long lasting relationships, right?
Yeah.
And then you think of people that are really wealthy, like the celebrities,
Mm.
they have broken marriages. They have all the money in the world, but they can't keep the partner. They don't stay married.
Yeah, but you see, for those who are listening, so the question is, can love exist without money in a relationship, right? We're not saying that. I'm not saying that love does not exist in a relationship. It will exist because it's a relationship. But on top of that, I'm saying if money is not there in order to help certain things as it was supposed to be, it would not fit into that relationship as the way you would have wanted it. That's one side. Now, come back to the question you're saying, what about certain kind of countries that does not have maybe strong economy system? Yes, that's a different ballgame entirely because that country economic system is of its own standard. So it is what your country in, that's how you live.
No, but I didn't mention the economy part. I'm just saying if you are poor, like you don't have money, you struggle. I'm just saying there are loads of relationships that survive even though they don't have the money or they don't have um I don't know,
Yeah, I
any,
get.
like, yeah, like able to go out or beautiful homes or all the food they want or whatever it is,
Mm,
but their relationships are strong.
yes,
They
but I think it depending on how they met, right? So, eh,
So, see, you keep changing this
no,
because you said about the question, yeah,
mhm,
can there be love without money? Yeah,
yes,
can that
yeah.
exist
Can
without
love
money?
exist without
Yeah.
money in a
So
relationship?
you mentioned that, and then you said on top of it,
Hmm.
da 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 da,
Yeah.
right? So I can say the same thing. Is I do believe that love exists without money.
Hmm.
On top of that, if there's money, yeah, it can make it like that much better. But whether you're in a relationship or not, whether you're in love or not, money will always make things that much better, right?
Yes.
But I think love between two people, It's like doves. Doves don't need anything.
Yeah,
Doves are
but
in love,
they
and
don't pay
they
bills, they
fly
don't travel, they don't.
around, and
Yeah,
like,
see,
yeah,
that's
they
a
don't,
freedom for
they
them,
don't have
but not
anything,
like
but
us.
it's the love that keeps them together,
I
not the
got you,
money.
I got you, but
And that's like two humans, you know, you share your souls and you like dance around each other. I think it's something that goes way, way beyond money. And in situations where people lose their money or there's natural disasters, the main thing that they're going for is
you,
their
you,
partners,
you,
the people that they love, even though they don't have anything.
mm.
But if they have the person that they love beside them, it makes everything okay.
No, I agree to certain extent, right? Just that I'm not agreeing with everything because we have to face reality in the world we live of today. For example, right? Which we're gonna wrap this up quick. 'Cause I know we're dancing this, so we want to get our listeners to kind of make sure you put commenting on this. I agree that yes, we said can love exist without money in a relationship to a certain extent. And also, I said, depends on who you meet. And also, what matters most is how you started as well. But
Who you meet or how you meet.
or how you meet. So, for example, when I mean that a guy will meet a girl depends on the standard of the guy or depends on the standard of the girl. All of these things they all play along. Say, for example, you can see some guy will meet a girl, they want to impress the girl. You get me?
But that
Whereas,
has
no, hold on,
nothing.
yeah, hold on.
Yeah, sorry.
That is just an impression, just to impress the girl and just to show that oh you're of this level.
Mm.
So that's when the dust is stayed in the hair. When the dust settle down, you get to know how much this guy can really put on with his whole thing he's trying to show off. If you get me, based on the first time that they met and things like that, things that flow 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, and then see if they can keep it up. But what I'm trying to say there is that depending on you, for me, I feel money plays a vital role in a relationship. Yes, it plays a vital role when it comes to love. Yeah, love is more inside of us, but when we look outside the box, it is important that there's money, there's a financial backup there, one way or the other, from the guy or from the female. Either way, it has to work one way or the other.
Okay, wait, I have a question. Sorry
Sure.
to stop you. Um,
You already stopped me already, so go on.
I know, sorry. So, oh, my question. Yeah, so do you think that if there's a person that has no money that they cannot be in love or like fall in love with someone because they have no money? Is that
Abs-
is that what you're saying?
no, absolutely no, not at all. That would not be my aim for it. But for me as a dude, right? I will, from my experience, I would want to have money. That's for sure. No, no, I'm going somewhere for this, right? Very quick, right? I want to have money for sure, 100%. Not because I want to have the money to show off or whatever, but I want to have money in a way that if I need something or if we need something, I can depend on it to do these things. I don't want to be this guy who is then broke. I don't like I said again, any dude would tell you if a dude is broke, a dude won't see love. That's for
Okay.
sure.
Yeah, okay, I don't know, like what you're saying is just not sitting well with me. I feel like, okay, I know as a man you said that if you need something, you want to be able to provide,
Yeah,
right? So that's
exactly.
where the
Yeah, yeah.
money will come
Of
in.
course.
But I don't think, like, would that, like, if you can't provide for a girl, would that stop you from falling in love? Like, if you met someone by accident, not that you're out there looking for love,
Yeah.
but you met someone, you just hanging out, you're having a good time, and then all of a sudden, your relationship grows and you just start getting all these feelings. Though you're broke, would that stop you from falling in love like that?
I think I'm glad you mentioned though you broke, right? That's the thing. Put it this way, right? Do you think most guys, I know we talked something like this in one of the episodes in this whole podcast since we started it. Do you think, put it this way, do you think a guy really, not all, but some guys would not like a lady to spend a dime for them? Some guys would not even like to lack anything at all. They just want to make sure that if they need this thing, they can afford it. They'll be able to carry on. Some guy would not like a lady, the smallest thing. a lady have to do for them. Maybe want to go for dinner. You don't have the money. She gonna afford it for that. It's crazy that like you as a fella, you'll be like, man, I mean, how long can I keep up like this?
Yeah, but would not being able to provide or to give the woman those type of things, would that like automatically block any feelings of love that will be coming for a woman?
The truth about it is that the guy deep down there, it lower his self-esteem, meaning that the truth of a man is a beast, right? If a man cannot really afford to do something, it's his weakness and he's never gonna be happy. The happy side of a man is when he's able to do something at his own call
Yeah.
without not be able to think or borrow. Even if it's possible for him to go borrow, he will borrow. But to the extent where he is so broke that the woman have to be the one for him, he doesn't see love. I tell you what he sees. All he's thinking about is how he's gonna make it.
Mm.
So the love aspect there is the woman might have all the love for him, whatever way, but because he knows his weak point, he's not seeing that love. Probably he might pretend, but deep down him is totally different.
Okay, I think I'm starting to kind of understand what you're saying, like what you mean.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, if he is broke, he won't even allow himself, like, his mind is not that type of mindset, like thinking about love and stuff. So he won't even allow those feelings to come in
Yeah,
because he's too focused of like making money, how to make the bread and stuff, like how to get on top.
yeah.
So
Even
then, if the man has all of that,
yeah,
then you feel
his
like
feeling his feeling is different.
he's like free and open and he can maybe even fall in love faster
Yeah,
or easier.
exactly. Because at that stage, his mind is not distracted from this or the other thing. That's why he said, yes, it's important that there's a financial background there, especially now that we live like this. It's important that you have a financial background some way, somehow. Not like too loaded, but certain things that you can do yourself. But if the woman is the one who's bringing the bread, and you are still trying, it's different. But where you're trying, nothing is happening at all, and she always bring the bread. I can guarantee you, in as much as you're telling him, babe, don't worry, I'll do this, you don't worry, I can support you how much you need and stuff like that. Deep down in the man's mind, he is not happy, but just because you're calling out the bread, he is trying to keep it up to you.
Mm.
But that's not where he wants to be. Even the lazy man, a man who is so lazy in his own way, will still tell you, man, I need to make bread too in order for me to really step up, because at the end of the day, if no matter how you love yourself and there's no financial support within yourself, it's not healthy. One way or the other, especially when it comes to a man, you would take that responsibility to make sure that whichever way there must be a bread on the table. Not like a bread to spend or show off, whatever, but at least there are a few
To
things you
just
want
get
to
by.
just, yeah, just kind of, yeah, that way, yeah, you enjoy your relationship, but not when she's bringing it and you're not bringing it. One day she gonna crack up. She gonna definitely crack up, say, man, look, I'm done with this thing, man. Your me out there, you go get your shit. That's what I'm saying, that in every relationship, if there's no financial stabilization, even though I don't know if this word I use is correct, pardon me, but if there's no financial support one way or the,
Stability,
yeah,
yeah.
it's crazy. It's
Mm.
not advisable though.
Yeah, well, I think yeah, in a relationship, like if the man's doing well, he's been taking care of everything, been doing really well financially,
Yeah,
and then all of a sudden something happens, maybe he loses his job, and that drops and stuff. I know it will, like, he will not be happy.
yeah.
It can really stress him out and
Oh yeah,
stuff.
that's a
Yeah.
different. I think maybe
But
unless.
I feel like, he'll be like that and he'll be trying, like, out there looking for jobs and stressing and all. But as well, because of his love for his woman and for his family, he wants to provide for the
Mm-hmm,
woman
mm-hmm.
because he loves her,
Yeah,
it's the
yeah,
feeling inside him.
yeah.
So, but yeah, I still believe that love exists without money. There's many relationships that, with people, they don't have money and they truly love each other. They don't let money get in the way of anything.
Yeah.
But I kind of understand, yeah, like what you were saying. You just kind of helped me see it like a different way, I guess, from a man's perspective. Yeah,
Absolutely,
yeah,
yeah.
I understand. So that's nice. That's interesting to know, actually.
Yeah, and also what we can do maybe coming up on our next podcast. You mentioned some vital info that which I really like. Maybe we'll put that together on our next podcasts. When you say if the man does not do something like if the man does not, maybe the man was working and for
Hmm.
some reason
He lost his
he
job or
lost his
something.
job and
Yeah.
stuff like that. I think we need to talk about those because that thing
Hmm.
is really one of those things I feel we need to talk about on this very podcast, so it'd be good. So
Yeah, yeah, that'd be great. Yeah, we
yeah,
can definitely bring it up for next time. But
yeah,
for now, like I'll be interested to hear about like, well, yeah, if you guys out there, the men, do you feel the same way? And I've never seen it in this way, like in this perspective. So I'm interested to know if other men feel the same as well.
yeah.
But yeah, good chat, and yeah, we get together again
Yeah,
soon.
definitely, definitely. Yo, people, this is how I'm gonna wrap it up. You just hear from the queen herself. She just laid it out there. So yeah, go and put some comment. We want to know what you think. Let's know if this is real. Let's say your comment. Please put some comment there, though. We want to hear some real good comments. And the question there is: can love exist without money in a relationship?
Yeah, and put that to the men and then separately to the woman, because obviously as women and as men we see it differently. Yeah.
Sure. Yeah,
Yeah, but it's
definitely
interesting.
interesting.
Yeah.
Yo, people, this is how I'll wrap it up.
Okay, later. Bye.
Bye.